it needs to stay in the past. You gotta take off the cast. I wanna feel like I'm a new person. I wanna have clear vision and purpose. And I feel like the patient lasts. If you can move on and past the things that make you feel bad, and you can change in your brain, I'm certain. I've done it before, and man, I'm not.
Well, I tell myself I'm just a guy who's been down on his luck his whole life. And I feel like I'm led by the blind, by the blind. Oh, I met the devil one Saturday night. Make this go viral. Thank you for coming. Bro, what I eat. What's good, bro? Miss Patty, how you doing today? How's life? How y'all doing? Beautiful day today here. 87 degrees. I think tomorrow's only high is only 79. I think it's supposed to get down in the 50s tonight. But yeah, them fall is coming. Fall is on the way. I still got tomato. Fifi's Journey. Thank you for coming. How you doing? Blessed by the best, bro. I swear. I swear. Miss Garrett, thank you for coming. Yeah, I'll probably try to get y'all figs out by the end of this week. They looking pretty good. They got a lot of new growth on them. I just want them to get stronger roots. Make sure the roots are good before I send them out. I don't want to send them out and then they die in the mail or something like that. Growing out the box. How you doing, bro? Flat power God. Thank you for coming. Yeah, fall is upon us here. Leaves is starting to change. Some falling. Hey, you know the strangest thing? My Granny Smith apple tree is flowering again. First, it started off just one branch. Then another branch is flowering. It's crazy. Like, yeah, it's about time to start creating my soil. Once them leaves start falling, that's the best time to create some soil. I grind them up, even with some of my leaf, from my grass with my grass clippings, some of my grass clippings, and a little bit of my homemade compost. And I put them either in trash bags or I got a big old trash can. I try to create as much soil as I can for that next year. That hot milk can kill them. Yeah, that hot milk can kill them. Yeah, especially if they ain't got good roots. Yeah, so I want to make sure they got good and strong roots before I try to ship them out. I know when them leaves fall on these figs, I have a whole lot of figs. Well, the Violet Day Rideau, she gonna have a lot of cuttings. I'm gonna have to get off of her, and probably the Beast at LSU Purple, and it look like that's Cielo. DJ Ron the mechanic, how you doing, bro?
I'm gonna go up to the house and come back and take a picture.
Okay, you still can't find it?
I know it's I was looking at that stuff. I haven't been on it, so I need to see everything and I can find it properly.
Your mini garden is growing fast. Sweet Thumbs, how you doing? How y'all doing today? How's the garden going? Your mini garden is growing fast. What all you got? What all you got out there? When all the leaves fall too on a lot of my stuff, I'm finna move some stuff around. It's like the roses, and some of them Dwarf Cannas, I gotta move in, boy. They just spreading. They growing like crazy. My little 5-in-1 plum and my Dobson plum and my Red Haven peach. I think I'm gonna put all them over in front of the apples. The peppers and tomatoes. Yeah, my peppers is setting off too, and tomatoes too, boy. Usually by now, tomatoes. Well, last year around this time, I still had tomatoes too, But this shit, man, and I'll probably switch it over here in to my phone in a minute just to show y'all all these tomatoes. But man, I got a lot of tomatoes and they huge, man. Some big tomatoes. You gotta get some bigger buckets. I seen you over there. You was hooking that car up. When I was younger, I used to put a lot of work into my cars. Now I just don't. I just keep them factory. Just let them ride them like that. So I traded in something else. Yeah, hopefully it's ready by spring. Yes, sir. You know, some of the best compost I think that you can have is leaf compost. I mean, you see how big some of these trees is. You get some of these leaves off of, and that's all they need to fertilize them throughout the year. And that's why they're so big, like 25, 30-foot tall trees. Leaf compost is some of the best compost you can make. I got any. Uh, I grew up pink Belgian Giants, Goliath, Florida 91s. What else we got? I think Beauty. I think we got a Beauty and a Delicious. I think. Getting ready for a show coming up this weekend. Oh, you getting ready for a show coming up this weekend? Set up new raised beds, twice the size. Got stupid bills, but now I need to figure out how I'm going to field them. You fielding with if they deep beds, go ahead and use you some cardboard. You can use your grass clippers. You can use wood, logs, sticks, uh, newspaper. Put all that stuff at the bottom. Straw. Put all that on top of it. Put straw on top of it, and then fill the rest up with your topsoil and compost. That cloud come over like it's gonna rain. The everyday life of an OCD chick. Thank you for coming. That cloud come over, it look like it's about to rain, but it ain't got no chance of rain today. Yeah, that stuff it'll break down, so you'll have to add more soil throughout the season. G Mama Grove, thank you for coming. Yeah, it'll feed your plants though for a few 3-4 years. Longer than that when that wood start breaking down. Yeah, I seen that plant too. Well, it's not. You grow a little bit of everything over there, grow what I eat. You said you was waiting till you. Hey, how you doing? I'll see you come up here. You dug out underneath the raised bed with the height of the bed, filled the hole with logs and leaves, and put some soil back in the bed, mixed with compost. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's a good way to do it. I know here we ain't got mostly a lot of rocks, man. Clay and rocks. You know, some people say Tennessee got good soil, but I don't know, man. Because my first, 3-4 years just trying to use in ground without adding any amendments or nothing. Nah, it wasn't nothing happen. It was too compact, and you couldn't get much. You can work it up all you want. It's just gonna recompact down that clay, and then water puddles in it. I mean, you just have water. Your garden just stays water. So if you ain't adding, you ain't add no organic matter to it, then it's just really defeats the purpose. That's why most of what I grow my annuals in is in raised beds. You don't want to buy any more compost, just build my grow bags and use a bunch in there. I understand that. That stuff is high, man. Stuff is ridiculous. You buying it from the store is ridiculous. Yeah, no, it ain't gonna go to waste. We always use compost. We always use compost and soil. It don't matter how much you make, you gonna start something else and you're gonna need more soil. But I try to make as much as I can. And I always need more soil. I utilize my leaves and I use a lot of straw around my bananas and stuff during the wintertime. So I utilize that too when I make new beds. Why not? I use it for mulch. I really like getting wood chips when the tree company come around and cut. But man, they ain't came around this year. I ain't got no wood chips. Hey, Brian, thank you for coming. Grass clippings with any type of browns like shredded cardboard, sawdust, leaves, and free compost. Yes, sir. It's on your
No.
what you eating? You looking forward to them fall leaves? You got a big plan for them? Yeah, me too. J3, what's good, bro? How you doing today?
What are you doing? What you doing?
What you mean, what I do? I don't think that was a fly.
No. It's a big fly. It's still on your hand.
That's all right. That's my oldest granddaughter right there. Kingsley Hope. Yeah, I'm gonna switch this over to my phone. I'm gonna take y'all around and show y'all these big Ultimas. I don't know. Maybe I can do it on my laptop. You can see better on my laptop anyway.
I can hold it.
You can hold it. You can. Yes, ma'am. Well, come on then, here.
Okay. What are you showing?
I told you.
Okay, I'm gonna follow you.
These right here is the Garden Challenge tomatoes. Them is these are pink Belgian giants. See how big these tomatoes is? Usually by this time of the year we're getting smaller tomatoes or the tomato plant is gonna die off. We've been killing a lot of hornworms, but tomatoes is growing like crazy. And even the marigolds are still looking pretty good. You see, they set tomatoes heavy still. Look the way this one's shaped. Almost like a teardrop. Just clusters. And it goes. That's still setting all the way at the top.
Yeah, you can see some at the top, like that one, and then another one that looks like a teardrop.
Mm-hmm.
And then these big tomatoes. And then this one is secret. Okay.
I'll put some still.
We got some red peppers right here. That's
Who quit eating them all?
isn't that one? Is this one time for it to be picked?
No, it's not good. That's good. You just want to eat it.
Yes. These little peppers, if they go like actually really good. 15 views. 15 people
Green
on the
beans
live.
is finally coming in.
Let's see. Haven't y'all done picked some of these?
No, that's it. Not none of these.
What about the strawberries?
Oh, yeah. Gone for the year. Gone for the year. By the time picking these
Look at that big watermelon. There's not one over there. Sorry if my clothing is bad. I can't see.
That's them two Beers Black, Miss Patty and Bro What I Eat. Yeah, they got peanut top, bro.
What is God said it was something called that when there's water in the bottom when it comes through the bottom holes. What is that called?
It's just real water from
What are these called? Banana fruit or something?
Yeah, these are the most advisory banana.
We have a pretty big one over there.
And here's your sugar cane jujube.
Uncle Danny's floor. I'll be back.
Gotta love them grandkids, boy. They so helpful. And see, we still got a little pumpkin growing. One finally coming back on. Maybe we'll get another one by Halloween. You see my little kumquats? They are coming on. That's a mewa, and I can't wait to taste that one. That's my guava. That's my pink guava. Yeah. This guy huge. And just imagine this tree right here. You see them stalks right there? That's what it died down to over the winter when I had them in the greenhouse. And all of that. And they'll tell you it's hard to kill a guava. Yes, it is. It's very hard to kill a guava. I wanted jujube. I just found a variety from my zone. I put two. I got two already. I put in the ground. I got 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I got 4 left. This one is broke. So I got them two. Well, them two. That one right there ain't looking too hot. And I got them from cuttings from Wally World. Yeah, brown turkey just now finna put on some figs right there. That's it. All these figs I moved, so they really didn't produce much this year. But next year, with me having them in this greenhouse, they probably gonna start fruiting a lot earlier if I don't get any dieback. This right here is this one I purchased not too long ago, well, the beginning of spring. That's Tiger Panache fig, and it has grown like crazy. I'm falling in love with this tree. Little yellow long neck, it's growing like crazy too. I got a couple Charleston Gray melons. I got a few black diamonds and a couple Congos, but Watermelon just ain't doing too good this year. I usually only grow crimson sweet anyway, but my watermelons ain't doing too good this year. All right, plan. I'm gonna take these boxes up from here. See, I already took those up. I'm gonna resheet mulch this whole area, take all this dirt up, and put new fresh dirt and compost and leaves down. And it's just gonna be one row. Well, it's gonna be one section like these blueberries, but it's gonna be for the annual garden. Well, it grows up for the annual right there. This here, Tennessee. I don't know if y'all have any. You see that Bermuda grass? Dude, it don't matter what you put down. You can put down weave fabric. You can put down cardboard. I don't care what you put down. That Bermuda grass coming up. It's gonna find its way through it or up above it. One way or the other. It's coming. Having harvest yams clean today. It was too big. About the size of a softball. You know, and these is probably going to be the only figs I'm going to get to taste this year. And that's an Italian honey. And she's got a lot of cuttings I'm going to take off of her too. I'll probably take this branch. I'll probably leave them three right there. So I'll take them too. So this is a Texas Everbearing. This fig is already feeling soft and it's loose. Just putting on another little fig. It ain't going to have time to ripen. But hey, a lot of work ahead. This whole grapevine got to be pruned. Some I'm taking out. Some I'm adding a couple new varieties. That's that red Haven peach. I'm moving that peach. This blue Donaldson plum, I'm moving it. This violet, I'm gonna leave this alone, but she's got a lot of cuttings. She got to come off of her too. I'm only gonna leave them two right there. So it's 1 and 2, and I'm probably gonna go ahead and air layer and just sell them for whole trees. That's one way you can make money when you when growing is your passion, and you got a lot of stuff. Cause stuff reproduce, and you got so much extra that you can't use it, so you got to get rid of it. It's like every year I got triple the amount of strawberries we can use. Bananas, the same thing. Triple the amount of bananas I can use. I mean, all that right there you can sell. But only thing about trying to sell stuff, if you're trying to sell it online, you got to sell it real small in order to be able to ship it. Because if you try to ship stuff that's 2 foot, foot and a half, it's gonna cost you a lot. Probably more than what you charging for that. So you ain't gonna really. Most people ain't gonna want to do it. So basil got to be cut, so we can preserve that. All them bananas I done took up. Musu Baijiu, Dwarf Cavendish. Yes, all bananas. It's all stuff you got to be getting rid of. But I don't mind. Raspberries the same way. You have so many raspberry runners come up every year. You can just dig up and start new patches or just give away. Same way with your mint. You grow it in the ground. I know most people say it's invasive, but if you use it like you should, you can keep it well controlled. This chocolate mint right here. This chocolate mint right here. You know, it's in ground. And it's so easy to propagate when it's in ground. All you gotta do is go down to one of them stalks, pull it up, roots, ready to go. That's a whole nother plant. Same way with your strawberry. Look, I didn't even know it had strawberries on it. Look. And these are the ones I just put over here like a couple months ago. Strawberries already. They sweet too. That's the Odom apple. My apple took a beating, boy, from all this rain. Look at all the damage. See all the new growth all coming out. I got a Honeycrisp, uh, the Queen, Granny Smith, Gala apple, dwarf pomegranate. It's growing like crazy this year. Uh, Odom's apples, it look like it's gonna be a crab apple. That's another crab apple from Arbor Day. That's a Red Delicious. That's an Arkansas Black. And a Red Delicious right here. And along with some figs I done propagated and put right there. Another one right there. That's a Cialis. I don't, just from the way my figs look, I can pretty much tell what they are by the leaf pattern. I've been growing for like 9 years now. Them okra I need to take out. Well, we got way too much okra. These little cherry tomatoes are still putting out. Collard greens is finally starting to come up. Collard greens up there, little small patch. Still got some black diamond melons here just coming in. Yeah. Guess my camera woman got her phone, so now she gonna quit on me. That's what they do. The kids, when they get them phones, it's over. It's over. Going crazy. She done left the phone at Uncle Danny's house. She was going crazy until she found it. She done found it. She said she ain't came back. Oh yeah, I'll be back. She ain't came back yet. Thank you, Hooked on Figs too. Cheryl Faulkner, thank you for coming. What growing medium am I rooting figs in? I root them in everything. I tell you what, that right there is what that's in is compost and garden soil that I had in the bag. But most of the time, if it's beginning of spring, well, probably about middle of spring when I get decide which branches I want and I start taking cuttings off of them. Most of the time, I just stick them down in my container trees, and I keep them in partial shade. So most of the time, they root before I even know it because I keep them watered. So, oh, I didn't even see you up here, bro. My bad, I didn't even see.
No problem. I just came in. I was eating dinner and didn't want to take none of your granddaughter's glory, so I just stay out the way.
That backyard life. Thank you for coming. But yeah, most time I root mine in my container trees 9 times out of 10. I know a lot of you take most of your cuttings in the fall, but it really ain't the best time to root no figs. You know, because they from the Mediterranean. They like that hot, dry, humid weather. So it's a little bit more difficult in the winter than it is, unless you just make it that environment.
Hey, Tamika.
Tamika Davis, thank you for coming.
So how much you gonna charge to come through my backyard looking like your backyard?
Ooh, I ain't charging nothing. I come help you. Mike Chaotic Garden, thank you for coming. I come help you. Nice. No, I don't mind. This ain't really work for me. It's sweating, but it ain't really work for me. It's something I enjoy. South Fullerton, thank you for coming.
Working in the backyard is not work. That's what you want done to the backyard. That's where the work comes in.
You do your blueberry cuttings in the summer. I ain't never had good luck with blueberry cuttings, man. But I don't treat them like normal cuttings though. I just stick them in the dirt right there beside it. If it's got the will to survive, it's gonna survive.
Right. I done got quite a few of them. I just stuck it in the dirt. I broke when I was cutting and trimming. When I trim up off a big piece, I just take and stick it in the dirt. They all catch on.
I get more success off stuff I just set inside my containers or just stick in the dirt and let it go than I do something I'm trying to baby.
Yeah.
Most time I overdo something when I'm babying it.
Well, you and Led said guava don't die. Mine did. Both of them.
Both of them died?
Both of them.
Golly. Like mine, my pink and my white guava, I had them in ground inside the greenhouse. They all died back down to the root. It was a nub like that.
Nah.
And
I had them in containers. I think they got tired of me neglecting them.
You trying some blueberry cuttings again? The first run didn't take. Try again.
Who was that?
Keep doing that to that other dwarf Granny Smith apple tree, man. I can't get no graft to take on it. And she is not fruiting, and she's been in the ground for about 12 years. Sammy Joe, thank you for coming.
How you doing, Sammy? I've always had good. Well, ain't no need me talking about blueberries because this side of my house is loaded with blueberries all the way down.
Hey, you know what? I did an experiment yesterday. I was watching some shorts, and there was one on there about guns. This one is like, this is the one for if you outside the house, and this is the one for the ones when you inside the house. All right, so I did that short. And don't you know, within, I don't know, 24 hours, it's over 9K.
Oh. I thought you was watching me yesterday on a fat guy with a gun?
Oh, I didn't see you on there.
Oh, yeah. He asked me, how do you what did he say about that thing? I thought I wrote it down. I think he was talking about a reliable gun.
Reliable.
Yeah.
Use honey, cinnamon, aloe vera to root the blueberries, 98%. Ooh. The ones I did with the honey on them figs, that ain't even work, man. It seems like they rooting a lot slower than the ones I did with the hormone.
Did you use real honey or that fake honey?
I use real raw honey.
Okay. That's not bad. Use honey, cinnamon, aloe vera. 98%. That's not bad at all.
No, it ain't bad at all. Raw honey. You know, we had a aloe. You got a small, the ones you get from Wally World, small, a couple years ago. Dude, I'm talking about within a year and a half, this thing was massive. The leaves, well, I don't know what you call them, the petals, whatever you want to call them. Them things were about as big as my arm. I was like, good Lord, man. And she would just cut one off and she used it on different stuff. Man, that thing shot out like 52 pups.
Now, if you put it straight in the ground, that fella grow quick. If you keep it in a pot.
This was in a container. And it shot up all them pups, like 52 pups I took off of it in one spring. Man, that was unreal. That thing grows like crazy.
Must have been a big container.
It was about the size, I think it was about 10-gallon container. It's a pretty good size container.
Oh.
Yeah, it got huge.
Yeah, I got some
greenhouse last year. It killed it.
I got one out there, and what it is, because I didn't take. There was two in the pot together, and the leaves start dying until I actually separate them. Then they start growing.
You have to cut them leaves out. Them things having big old. The bigger they get, the bigger them sticky parts.
Spikes.
Man, they'll tear you up, dude. Trying to move them around. That thing huge. I'm trying to hold a pot like this and move it, and that thing just, man, it'll beat you all to pieces. You have to keep
wear gloves, man. Got to wear some gloves.
You have to keep cutting it back, and they shoot off pups like crazy.
Yeah, I got the one I separated. It didn't have any pups, and I just looked at it yesterday, and that fella got 3 or 4 pups around it.
Aloe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, them things they pup fast.
I'm thinking about putting it in the yard. I just don't know where to put it at in the yard.
What zone are they meant for? 'Cause I put some of them pups in the ground and they died. They died during the winter. They did good most of the winter, and then probably about the last 2 late frost killed them.
You got to cover them up. You got to cover them up.
I threw some straw on them.
They got
I
2.
was doing.
Let me see. They got another aloe vera, and it gets real big, and it's the one that big stalk grows out of. I don't know the name of it, but I know.
You talking about that one they used to make that tequila out of?
I don't know nothing about no tequila.
It's one. It's not. I don't think it's an aloe, but the one we had, it looked so huge. It reminded me of them. What you call that stuff? They make tequila out of it. But that's what the leaves was so big. That's what it reminded me of. Looking at a house here in 8A, they had massive aloe plants growing out front. Yeah, them things get big, man.
Yeah.
You know, if you put them in the ground or in a big container, they'll get huge.
I'm thinking about putting mine in the ground. The only problem is where I'm gonna put it at. My only problem where I'm gonna put it at on the ground.
Aloe like partial sun.
Shoot, these fellas stay in the sun 24/7. I got them in pots sitting out in the front. They stay in the sun.
You know the one, that big one we had, I kept it in the sun. But she just got one from work that's been in her wife's her manager's office for like, I don't know, for a year and 2 years or something, she said. And she transplanted and put it in the pot. I think it's going through a little shock right now. It'll probably bounce back. It's just setting up under the canopy in some shade. A guava. Yeah. That's what they make that tequila out of. And that's what the leaves remind me of too, boy. That's how big the leaves were on that aloe. Hey, I appreciate it. Grow what I eat.
Okay. Yeah, a guava.
A guava. I tried putting them in the sun a week later, looked like abuse. They didn't like that sun. They said they didn't like that sun. They done got used to that partial shade. Most stuff though, man, don't like full sun. Even if it meant to be in full sun, which some things do a lot better in full. Like the figs, they probably do a lot. I know mine did a lot better when they was on the south side than where they are now. They grew a lot faster. But my citrus, they seem to love it in this partial shade. Because they get probably about 5.5, 6 hours of sun, direct sun.
Yeah, that's basic. Yeah. Then the trees cover. Yeah, about 5 or 6 hours. Mine get it. Backyard. Oh Lord. Backyard life. I'm trying to figure out what's all the rest of that HWGAC.
Got a great channel over.
I guess I could look it up instead of trying to figure out what it is.
You're growing a lot of food over there. The mosquitoes are out, boy. Mosquitoes and flies.
Yeah, I was fighting them while I was out there with my grandson. He had to walk the sheep. So anytime he walked the sheep, I make sure I'm out there. Because if he get away, I'm not running trying to catch nothing.
He was walking the sheep?
Yeah, he got to walk the sheet. He got competition next month, so he got to spend all the time he can with the sheep.
Oh,
It's
oh,
4-H.
here we grow again, crew.
Oh, okay. Here we go, Grant. Thank you very much. I wrote it down so I could look it up.
Got a nice garden over there, boy.
I check her out.
I know I'm in the creating and preserving stage right now. I'm trying to think about what I want to do next. How I'm gonna do what I want to do next, and trying to cut down and preserve as much as I can. I
I'm
know
in.
them cold days are coming. We're supposed to be down in the thickest the rest at night. The rest of this week, I believe.
I'm in the tear down and rebuild stage.
I think about pulling my big peach trees up and moving them too. Thinking about it.
I ain't looking for no extra work.
I want to
I,
move them.
let me see. I got 1,
But
2.
they keep blooming too early right there. They on the south side, they keep blooming fast. And like the last 2 years, I got no peaches. But they bloom early and then them late frost kill it.
Uh-huh. I
I
got
want some
two.
peaches.
I got 2 loquats, 1 apple, and 2 pears to put in the ground.
2 loquats, 1 apple, and a pear.
Mm-hmm. I got to put them in the ground. Them fellas are taller than me. I got them in big pots, but they taller than I am.
I miss my loquat. I had 2 of them. I had a champagne and a golden nugget. Both of them died 2 years ago. They never come back from the winter. And I
Yeah,
was pushing them anyway. They supposed to be like a grow zone. I think
yeah.
growing zone 8B is the lowest they supposed to be.
I'm not sure, but one thing I like about them is I don't even give them the I ignore them fellas. I think they got a tap root under the pot. They don't went in the ground.
Also,
I think that's one of the things why they do so well. Cause I want to get them out the pot and put them in the ground.
and you
And then
might just have to put them in the ground right there where they're at.
no,
Take the pot
no,
off of it.
that's a bad location.
It's bad
No,
location.
these are barrels that I cut in half
Oh,
and I put the holes in it,
yeah.
and they most definitely ain't going in the ground where they at. I got all them mulberry trees I got to dig up and move to the back too.
Yeah, it's time of the year, boy. What time it is? It's time to start planting and collecting and building.
I'm in the tear down stage.
You want to tear down? I'm gonna tear down my whole grape vines and redo them. I'm probably gonna enclose that whole area. I'm putting hardwood cloth around it and probably put some insect barrier on top.
Hmm. Now I want to get somebody to come in and put me a at
Your
least
part gonna be
8 to 10 feet fence all the way around the backyard portion.
Under 2003. Thanks for coming.
Hey, Shanny, I want somebody to put the 8 to 10 feet up fencing up, and then I don't have to worry about the deers and everything else coming in.
It's like they trying to fruit around too. Them blueberries, they'll handle them. My blueberries in full bloom, which it killed some of the blooms, but it still got quite a bit of blueberries. And I'm tired of putting that netting on them. That's one reason why I'm going ahead and probably enclose that area where they at, so I can keep them birds off of them. Man,
Yeah.
that netting, I hate messing with that crap.
The only reason I don't worry about the birds and stuff because this is what it's about 30 feet long. My blueberry section.
You got a lot of, well, I got a lot too, but mine's still in the growing up phase. I think the oldest one I got is like maybe 3-4 years old now.
Now I'm cutting these fellas back to this year. I'm cutting everything back. Cut it down to about at least 4 or 5 feet.
Yeah, I got to do my pruning too. I got a lot of pruning to do. I'm gonna cut my pear trees back to about 6.5 to 7 foot. Apple trees too. Man, they got up there, boy.
I got I got one pear tree that's in the ground. The frost hit it twice while it was still in the pot. And New Orleans gardener, how you doing? And I finally put it in the ground. That fella's about uh,
I like that setup the bull has seemed to have helped him with his black. Yeah, it do. It do.
it's about 9 or 10 feet, and it has some little
All right,
pears
Paul,
on
let's
them.
thank you for coming.
It has some tiny pears on it, and they didn't get no bigger.
Yeah, I'm hoping I get a sub. All depends on that frost. I might try to go out, but I did cover my little red nectarine. It was in full bloom. I covered it the whole time, and it didn't work. It didn't help it. It still killed all them blooms.
Shiny, well,
Yeah,
actually,
pruning stimulates growth.
right. But this is the first. I've been here. I've been in this house almost 18 years, and this will be the first time I ever really pruned that tree.
Real. I always prune mine. I usually do summer pruning on mine too, just to control the height and then them branches that's going inside. So I try to get them at branches that I want to go outward, you know. And
No.
it don't matter how you prune a pear tree, them things still gonna go straight up,
Yeah.
straight up.
Hey, not unless it's leaning to the side.
Well, they still gonna lean to the side, going straight reaching for the sky, boy, because that's all they do. I prune the centers out of them and everything, and they still just imagine to go straight back up.
Yeah, my Asian pear, that fella, it froze. It didn't die all the way out. It got another branch coming up, and it's reaching for the sky. So I left the other branch alone. I said I just let that one grow, and when it get a little bigger, I'm gonna stick that whole thing in the ground.
I know, man. If the hardhead don't do something next year, man, her gonna have some problems. That honey Chris Apple, that's gonna be her 4th year in the ground. She has not flowered yet. How many
Uh,
varieties of blueberries you got, J3?
Growing out the box, these blueberries was here when I moved here. I don't know exactly what kind they are, but in the back I have some what are they called? Light blue, light something. I bought them from Walmart.
This is what
They
Jay. Thanks for coming.
they was about to throw them all in the trash, and I got 18 blueberry bushes, and I nursed them back to health. And I don't even remember the name on those fellas. I'm not good with the name of the fruits and stuff. I can tell you what kind of fruit I got. What their actual name is, that I can't tell you.
I know I got Duke, Wooder, Chandler, uh, Ochi something. I don't forget how you say that, but I got 2 of those, 3 pink lemonades,
That's it. Pink
pink
lemonade.
lemonade,
Pink
pink
lemonade.
lemonade.
Those are the 18 that I got from Lowe's that they were about to throw away.
I think I got 16 different varieties. I think I got 22 blueberry bushes now. 22 or 18, something like that. You in North Carolina, zone 7B. I'm in 7A, Tennessee.
But I don't know. I might just have to go rent me a big bulldozer and just bulldoze the whole backyard and everything in the way.
Put those whole backyard and everything in the way.
That's it. That's it. Cause I got in my mind. I even did some drawings on what I want it to look like. It's just that it's moving too slow. And I done told the wife, she bugged me so much. I tell her I work one day on, one day off.
That's all I do is work. And, you know, I grew up
Juicing
in
with
the
Jay. Hey, bro.
I grew up watching my mama work 2 jobs most of her life, and only thing I ever wanted to do when I grew up was be a farmer. That's it. I swear, that's all I ever wanted to do. People wanted to be a cop and all that. All I ever wanted to do was be a farmer. Peace and quiet. I went into projects, got there growing and doing what I wanted to do. But man, life happens. You have kids and you got to take care of them. So,
Now I always wanted to be a soldier.
Andre Southgate, thank you for coming. My son too.
Once I done fulfill that, anything. Let me see. In between the military and my other job, I delivered pizza. I did road construction. I did all that stuff for about 3 months. Then I went to the prison system, working in there.
Y'all keep talking about these trees. Has me about ready to bulldoze a couple acres. Yeah, I want to be rich too, a rich farmer. That's what I want to be.
I just want to have.
I don't really care about money though.
I put it this way: if ain't no food in the house, and I always tell my grandkids, if ain't no food in the house, you can always go to the yard and eat. And that's my whole thing right there. That's why I like putting my fruit trees and stuff in. If you ain't got no food, you can always go to the backyard and eat.
Yeah. I'd much rather be living off the land and not have to get up and go to a job every day, bro.
Man.
That's crazy, man. The way this world is, man, you can't make it if you don't work. You really can't. I mean, you can unless you're working for yourself, but one way or the other.
Now, unless you was born with a silver spoon in your mouth.
Yeah, and we ain't never been that lucky. Ain't too many of us ever been that lucky. You start working when you're young, and then once you get in your 50s, you be like, man, I worked my whole life away, dude. What have I did besides work? I raised kids, but what have I did? Have I did anything I really enjoy? Them little summer vacations every once in a while, once or twice a year. Really? Is that all life about? Come on.
You're right, Sammy Joe.
Do something better than that. You saw your first hornworm in your backyard? Dude, I've been killing for the last 2 months. I swear I don't care about 9, 10 of them. Them things is plentiful right now. I ain't seen none of them until about the last month and a half. I say about the last month and a half. That's when they start coming out.
Only thing I see in my yard now is them orange and black caterpillars.
Orange and black caterpillars?
Orange and black. They try to take over the apple tree, and they like taking over the passion fruit.
Yeah, I've been getting them caterpillar moth, whatever you want to call it. Keep laying the eggs on my cabbage. Time I go out there and clean it off, think I got it, cover it. Must not get it all because it must be some in the dirt or some egg somewhere or something. Because every time I look, there's more holes in them. I look and find more worms. It's like, man, getting ridiculous. You gonna have to order some honey from J3.
Hey, bro, you're gonna have to do it before September 15th. September 15th. I'm cutting off. I got to give my bees a break.
About wintertime.
Right. That's why they get a break. And all the honey that comes in and everything, that'll be feeding the bees. Plus me giving them some more sugar and all that other stuff on the side.
Yeah. I saved it from my daughter. She's inside for the insects. She's into insects. A lot of them, most everything gone though. I ain't seen no June bugs. in the last month and a half. I'm glad of that. Man, they decimated my some of my Concord grapes. They wouldn't stay off of them. My cherries, they wouldn't stay off of them either.
I get a whole bunch of Scoopernine seeds and stuff. I think once I get this fence put up on the side,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna put Scoopernines and passion fruit and all that stuff. Let it grow up the fence.
Oh yeah.
Hey, I'm saving the seeds and everything. All that, all that. That's the passion fruit right there.
My pomegranate cuttings, two of them looking pretty good. One, it started growing, but then it dropped them off. I guess when that heat came, it dropped them. I already put them in the ground. I had plenty of roots on them, so maybe it'll bounce back too. I hope they make it in the winter. That's what I hope.
Sweet thumbs, you can hit me up on my email is j3gsfarms dot j3gsfarm.com. Yeah, j3gsfarms gmail.com. Ooh, that was rough.
Yeah,
But
going pretty good.
If you want some honey from me, I need you to hold up for about 2 or 3 days because my Cash App got hacked. So I stopped everything until I get a new card. And if you're on IG, you can look on IG and you can see the product there on IG. J3GS on Instagram.
Yeah, one of them growing pretty good. The other one, it was growing good, but I don't know if the heat got it or what. But yeah, it done. Maybe it'll come back.
Yeah. What it is, I wanted to surprise. I bought some ice machines. I got 2 in there that they didn't work too well, and I saw a deal that was so real good, and I wasn't thinking, and I ordered it, and that was the wrong thing for me to do. I didn't check it out as good as I should have, and once I ordered it, one good thing about it is the Cash App, they would always send me a message because it was some place that never place I don't order from. I just used the Cash App to order honey stuff or Amazon stuff, and the fella took and he was trying to order stuff from every place else. And Cash App, they would send me a notice, and I just put fraud on it. I told them to send me a new card, so I just had to deal with it for a little while. Passion Intrigue, how you doing, sis? Ray Scrimes, how you doing, sis? But Wednesday or Thursday this week, I should be back in gear. Okay, Renee, how you doing, sis?
Grace, thank y'all for coming. Okay, Renee, thank y'all for coming. Yeah, that one that rooted first, Jay, it's growing great. The one that was the second one that rooted, it was doing good. But, it's been dry for the last couple of days. Hot. So maybe it'll bounce back. But that other one, it started shooting off 2 branches and then quit. They stopped.
Oh, I'm sorry, Cheryl. But hey, one thing I can say, Cash App, they was on the ball. They did good. I got 11 seeds in the dirt for
QT.
coffee cake persimmon. I got 11 of them in the dirt.
That's my chicken.
I got 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 4 mangoes up here.
4 or 5.
One of them got a big leaf that came out the dirt. And I got 2 miracle berry seeds in the dirt over here.
I had a mango growing. Yeah, I just left it outside and it frosted and killed it.
These are staying in the house. I don't care. Well, let me stop. I got a grow tent that I'm putting in the carport,
Mm-hmm.
and they're gonna be in there with all this cold weather and everything come up. They're gonna be in the grow tent. They got to be where it's warm at.
Brazilian life with Wayne. Thank you for coming.
The New Orleans Garden. Thank you. I know it's good. I know it's good.
I know it's hot time. Hot time.
Regenerative Life Wayne. How you doing, bro?
Me too. I wish I had more space to grow more too.
Bud File Life. How you doing?
Grow more and raise me a few animals.
Well, as soon as I get this place squared away, I'm going to go get all my animals back.
I'm thinking about just buying some land on somewhere, and then just raise me some animals on there, and then maybe just build me a house over there. But I'm getting old, man.
I was talking to this one lady. She had
me and
they
my
had
wife
10
were talking
acres.
about doing that, and then we like, man, this house got paid off though, and man, we ain't getting no older. We don't want no higher mortgage either.
That's what I hate about this house. It's almost paid off. But
Yeah.
the only problem is I got neighbors. That's the only thing I hate about it.
Yeah, I know. It makes you think twice, boy. Makes you think twice.
Well,
I've been in this place, what, 18 years, I believe? 18? Please so. 17, 18, somewhere off in there.
hmm. Only good thing I can say about this house is my property goes all the way back and all the way to the side behind other folks' house. So
I wish I had more land. Somewhere I could just raise me about 4 hogs, a good thing of chickens, and some meat hens, and I'll be cool. I'll be cool. And I can put me a big old greenhouse out there, and I can dig it out and make it have a geothermal like I want it to. And I can just put all my citrus in the ground. Calm down. Get up here. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Y'all doing too much. Doing too much. Sit down.
sweet some say what is it? My first video is of 8 acres I bought. Met a guy right after filming that
Nancy B.
runs heavy equipment. So I am serious about that bulldozer. Okay. Sure, I need to get me a bulldozer and put in my backyard until I get it looking the way I want to.
They come in handy. They come in handy.
The only I want the bulldozer to use it, and then
So it don't help you. I know that's right.
I just want to use the bulldozer, then get rid of it and have a regular tractor with a backhoe and a bucket on the front. That's it.
No, that's right.
Hello, Nancy.
So, how many people in the chat in y'all neighborhood? Do y'all got people in y'all neighborhood that grow like y'all? That have chickens?
Ain't nobody in my neighborhood growing nothing.
It's 500 million tonight. Ooh, 500 million. Lord, I can give away by 200.
Hey, I've got a guy live about 6 houses down. He got 2 horses in his backyard. That's about it. Ain't nobody around here growing nothing. Ain't nobody doing nothing.
That's the way home you was talking. No, yeah, I mean, I got a few people in my neighborhood. They grow annual garden, nothing like I do, but they grow tomatoes, a few stuff. And some people around here, they do got chickens. And the field back here is cows.
Juice with Jay, you said that right. It ain't helping you. It ain't here. It ain't helping you.
No. But But when things go to when they normally do, what they gonna do? What them people gonna do? They just come begging for peppers last night. Not one other vegetable garden in your. That's what I'm talking about, man. And then when things go to, what everybody gonna do?
Nobody growing.
So that's why I try to grow as much as I can. Because if things go to, and it normally do, I got a big family. You know, I got kids, grandkids, cousins, mamas, aunties. I mean, I can't. And don't none of them too much grow like that. Not like they used to.
That's one of the reasons I want a big fence put around my back there. Cause if you don't try to take care of yourself, don't come bother mine.
Grow flowers. Keep sowing the seeds of family about growing. Yeah, me too. Y'all don't stop.
K Renee, you know you're the free nursery.
I think you the free nursery. You gardening to the older folks that walk next door, but you have gardeners in your neighborhood? Some horses around the way, but not much else. That's one thing that should be a part of prepping, man. That should be a part of prepping. Gardening and prepping is go hand in hand.
Yeah, it does. Now, my brother-in-law is supposed to have a nice sized garden there, sitting on 14
acres
and got two big
gardens.
gardens.
Oh Lord!
But now I'll be serious with you. I got 5 acres, and I'm all over the place. But if I had 10 or more acres, I'm 62 years old. My wife is not a gardener. She'll go out and get some stuff, but she's not into the garden thing. I don't think I would have a garden that big. My garden might be 100 feet by 100 feet.
Dude, I probably have about, if I had 14 acres, 5 acres probably be nothing but woods that I hunt on. 5 acres would probably be a whole food forest, and I would probably grow everything in that.
Yeah.
And then the rest would probably just be the house and for the dogs.
Okay. For a lot of years, we did everything by hand. The best thing we ever did was the tractor. I don't need hubby to do anything. The tractor does most of it. Come on, Sammy J. Sammy, don't say that. You know you need the husband. That tractor can't do everything.
That's awesome. Yeah, I sit back and think about that when we just be riding or something. I'll be coming home and I'll just be looking at people's yards, man. I mean, golly. You don't see the price of some of this stuff out here?
Ain't no need looking at
one half next to mine, but and everything started. Yeah. That's another thing around here, boy. The prices of houses and stuff has gone up tremendous, a lot. But you could sell yours and probably make a killing. But the problem is trying to find something else is what's gonna get you.
Yeah.
You're probably gonna have to end up renting until you find something that's in your price range.
And the bad thing to it is I look at people. People think they're gonna live forever. You want $100 million and all you got is a quarter of an acre.
Monday through Friday.
That ain't gonna work. What can you do with $100 million and all you're trying to sell is a quarter acre? And then you try to get it where you can tell folks what to do when they buy it from you. Wrong answer.
Yeah, and that's something else too, man. That's something else what kills me about this world. Dude, if you buy your land, right, you still gotta pay land taxes, so it's never really yours. If you get behind them, they're gonna come take it. It don't matter if you've been making payments on that land for 30 years. You miss about 3 of them and see what happens.
There's some tricks to that now.
There's some tricks to it, but man, not too many tricks for us.
Well, I just learned one of them.
Like the dragon fruit, and like everything else.
I told my son if anybody pass anything, they going on the property. They ain't going nowhere else. They're going right down the property. We're gonna have our own cemetery.
That's something else they do. When you buy land, you gotta know what it perks for. How many bedrooms, how big of a square footage house you can put on.
No.
You know what I'm saying? How much road front you got. It's a lot. It's a lot. You gotta look at all that stuff because you might buy some land thinking, well, I'm gonna build me a house in the future, and you can't even put a house on it.
This house right here is too big, as far as I'm concerned. This house is too big. This room right here is a 24 by 26. The living room is a 24 by 26. Then my bedroom's a 24 by 26. Then you got the two other bedrooms. One's a 16, I think 16 by 14, something like that. Then we got a 10 by 10. This place is too big.
Peace and blessing to you too, bro. We way past the hour anyway, so I just bought it in 2019 because even though the land was going quick, no restriction, I can put anything on. That's what's up.
That's it.
No restrictions. And it's hard to find land around here with no restrictions anymore.
One of the things I like about it, this property I'm on, there's only 2 houses in this area right here that has a ground well. That's me in the house all the way in the back, but they don't use it. They too good to use it. But I use mine.
That's awesome.
They don't pay property tax up to 2 property. One of the reasons I moved. No property tax for me up to 2 properties.
2 properties.
Well, I like it. For me, I can get up to 150 acres without paying property taxes. And that's due to the military, really.
That's awesome. Yeah, we're probably going to get off here. I appreciate y'all for coming out.
All right, bro. You have it. Take it easy. Peace.
Hey,
chat. Good to see y'all.
I appreciate y'all for coming out. Like I always say, if God be for you, who can be against you? No one. Y'all stay blessed. Y'all have a good rest of the week.